friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Sky and I'm so happy that you're here for this video. So today we are going to continue my fall decorating series. If you missed my last upload, make sure you go and check it out. We decorated the entryway and our formal dining room for fall. Today we're making our way through the home and we are going to be in the kitchen. I think we're also going to sneak over down the hallway and do a little bit of fall decorating in our coffee bar. So I really hope that you find some decorating inspiration from this video. I hope that it's calming and relaxing, that you'll grab a cup of coffee or tea and just hang out and spend a little bit of time with me. The kitchen is smack dab in the center of our main living area. So we are in here constantly with 3 young kiddos. Someone is always eating, someone is always hungry. We're always preparing for a meal or packing lunches or washing dishes. And so I really like to make this as much as possible a clutter-free zone because all of those things are going on and I don't want to be tripping over things in this space. I know that countertops are always a great place to collect clutter. So I'm just going to share some of the ways that we are trying our very best to just make this a clutter-free zone and just make it as functional as possible for our family. I really hope that you enjoy this one and that you just leave feeling inspired. Thanks for being here and let's get to decorating. So I want to give you kind of a bare-ish overview of what we're working with here. You can see that I've already added some things to our glass cabinets and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them. I'll give you a close-up as this video goes on. That one is just like me climbing up on the countertops and I figured nobody really cares or needs to see that. So here we are. We have some staples that are always on the countertops, really no matter what time of year. And so I am just leaving them here. So we have our fruit basket or fruit bowl, I should say. I've got a little cutting board and then our flour and our sugars, my bread bin, and then of course our Caraway Home pans and pots. And I love to leave these out on the counter because I use them every single day and this way they don't get scratched up and they're just super accessible and ready to go. Then moving over here, we've got our refrigerator, toaster, knives, the necessities, stovetop microwave, and then over in this little area here, I have just a cutting board that I love, so I'm just gonna leave that out for fall, and our little electric kettle. So this is kind of the main area of the kitchen. We've got a nice rug down here from Ruggable that I've shared about before. I love this rug. It's so soft, cushiony, and it's washable, which is the very best part. Okay, so the rest of the kitchen is a mess. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I did wash the dishes, so I'm feeling a little accomplished. Up here, I've set some things, some different pieces that I am hoping to use in this space. And then we've got, of course, the sink and my daughter's sparkling water and breakfast and some little fall things in the back. Don't look, don't look. But I just wanted to show you kind of what we're working with over here in this space as well. And then over here on the side of the cabinets, I have a little peg rail. Now, I'm really trying to convince Chad to do something different over here. I'd love to have a little shelf with some pegs, maybe white, to kind of go along with the beadboard backsplash. However, I haven't quite convinced him. So this is what we're gonna stick with for this season. Maybe before Christmas, I'll get him to do it. But we're gonna hang some cute little fall things and just some textures to this space. And I think it's gonna cozy it up. So I wanted to share what I'm gonna put over the stove. I love these Hearth and Hand picture frames. I ended up snatching these up. I feel like it was around Christmas time. I could be wrong, maybe the fall last year. Pretty sure it was Christmas. Hearth and Hand had these out. And don't mind the picture because this is not Hearth and Hand, but just the frame, it's matted on kind of like an off-white mat. It's really, really pretty. and just classy, elegant, doesn't feel super bulky or distracting. It's enough to draw the eye in, but not to feel like it's too much in a space, if that makes sense. So I love the shop. I think it's called North Prints on Etsy. There's two. There's one called like the Heirloom Collective, I think, that I've shared the prints from in our dining room. Love that shop too. But this is an Etsy shop called North Prints, and I was actually on there searching for more Samsung TV, frame TV art, and they're just like $5. I'll show you up here on the screen for either individual, or you can get a pack of a couple of different pieces of artwork that you can throw on your TV, and it's so beautiful and it looks like a really, really nice high-end picture. So I was on there, I saw this print and thought that it would be perfect for the kitchen and for fall. As I've shared, I just really love the moodiness of fall decor, and I thought this would be just beautiful. So I am going to take it back here. We're gonna hang it up over the stovetop, and I think it's gonna be really pretty. Friends, I will be the first person to admit that I am not the handy person in our home. Today I'm coming in with these command picture hanging strips. I love how this looks. Again, not super cluttered, very simple, and I love too that I can put things in these little containers if I choose to. They are from Target last year, and I just think they're elegant and simple and really beautiful in the kitchen. I also thought while we were over here, I would address the elephant in the room, which is the refrigerator. Now, I have a couple of things to say. One, we love this refrigerator to pieces. It is by far one of the best appliances that we've ever owned. Two, I know this side is black, and I have considered doing something to the side of it, but I don't say this lightly. This was incredibly expensive and was paid for with our money, and I am not quick to jump to do anything that could potentially damage this, because this refrigerator needs to last us for many, many, many years to come. So I'm kind of weighing options. I know that you can actually buy like the sides. I could get a white side if I wanted to. I know that you can also use a certain kind of like paint to change that. I do think it's in our future, but just wanted to address that I don't think that it's today. Another super quick thing that I wanted to share was that we've had a few comments. You guys are the best, honestly, and I know that any of these types of comments are not wishing ill upon us. However, I know it's big. We intentionally purchased a large fridge. We have 3 growing children. There are 5 of us in this family, and we're running out of space with this massive refrigerator. So, and we don't desire to have one in the garage. So this is where we're at. We love it. It's great for our family. Now we're gonna move on to this side of the kitchen, and I wanted to share some of the pieces that I have collected / found for this part of the kitchen. So this one is new to me. I just grabbed it this season at Target. It's in the Hearth and Hand collection. It's beautiful. It has kind of like an antique brass top, and it is a recipe box. And I don't know about you, but I know how many recipes are available to us, thousands upon thousands online, but I do not love looking at recipes on my phone as I am baking or cooking a meal. So I want to have them handwritten, and this is something that I really want to do going into the fall season, knowing that I'm going to be baking a lot. So in here, I have some recipe cards that came with this, which I love so much. They're just very simple and basic, but exactly what I'm looking for. So I thought this would be really cute to have on the counter. Another thing that I think is so cool about this box, and I don't have the sticker on it anymore, but I want to say it was around $20, which I think is really a great deal for how heavy duty and nice this is. But the top folds over, and you can actually put your recipe card in here so that it's not like flat on the counter getting dirty if you're messing around with your ingredients. So thought this was a great find and wanted to share it with y'all. Then the next one is something old and something new. So the vase here is one that we have sold in our shop for a couple of years. Little plug for House and Home, everything's 40% off, go and check it out. I'll have it linked down in our video description below. We're closing our shop. We are not restocking anything, so unfortunately these are no longer available. But I do know a lot of you on the other side of the camera that did get your hands on these while we had them. They're super pretty. I'm sure Target, Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, Kirkland's, all the places have something similar. But what I love about this one is just the texture. It is a like a terracotta base, and then it has this really cool like speckly detail on the outside. These stems are from Target. I just clipped them down so they would fit in here. And I have another one of these, and I'm using the same stems in a different part of our home that you're gonna get to see. So love this, think it's pretty. Love bringing out the green in the kitchen. Honestly, it's something you can have year round, so I love pieces like this that I can bring out that still remind me of the season with those moody greens, and there's a little bit of brown tint to these leaves, but also something that I know is kind of like an investment that I can use in my home anytime. So we're going to just decorate this little corner here, and then we'll move on to the sink area. I forgot to mention that I do have another one. Well, I think I said earlier, I have multiple of these, but I have another one that I want to put in the kitchen. This is such a cute little picture, if it'll show up for you, of my sweet little babes in the spring. And so I'm gonna prop this up against our beadboard and put the little plant and the little recipe box over there, and I think it's gonna be super cute. This side of the kitchen is complete, and there is a lot on the counters over here. You'll notice that in other areas you won't see quite as much. This is more a functional space for us to bring dishes down from the cabinets and then to grab our fruit from the fruit basket or the pots and pans. So this space works well for us. I do kind of feel like I'm strategically showing or not showing certain areas of the house because I have been playing around with a lot lately. So our living room is like halfway decorated for fall, and our eat-in kitchen area has decor all over the table. So please know when you see the views of the clean kitchen, this is about the only thing that's clean. I'm working my way through the house, and just honestly, this is kind of how I do it. It takes time. I don't just like open my decor bins and then all of a sudden know where everything is going. It's a lot of trying things out and switching things up, buying things, returning things, running back up and down to my storage closet. So yeah, I'm really excited though. I think the next area that we're gonna take a look at is probably the living room because it's really turning out beautifully and I can't wait to share. So in the kitchen, I'm just gonna replenish our paper towel roll. We use paper towels a lot with our kiddos. So paper towel roll. And then this was something that I purchased online at Target. This is a cute little magnolia plant, and I loved the greens and the browns that this kind of pulls. Also loved the vase. It's kind of pulling more white than it actually is. It's more of a creamy tan. Actually, if you see these two together, maybe that's helpful. I know it's kind of bright, but just gonna add these to the little tray that I have kept in our kitchen for a really long time now. I really like it in this little space. Maybe I'll lift it up so you can kind of see it better, but you'll get to see the full view soon. But because everything opens up to the living room, I do kind of just want to wait to share that with y'all. The last little spot we're gonna tackle before we head to the coffee bar is this little wall here. I think this turned out cute. We often will dry our hands on this wall because it seems like hand towels are just always disappearing in our house. So I like to always keep one up here. And then this is a really cute pot holder from Hearth and Hand. And from Target, I got this little cute, what do you call it? Mini broom, I guess. And then this pitcher is one that we sold in our shop last fall. Love it so much. I think it's so cute. Then down here I have my little Our Daily Bread pouch that I will put my sourdough in when I bake. And then I also grabbed a new little apron this year. I thought this one was cute from Hearth and Hand. And here's Kona. Kona, come here, boo. Come say hi. Kona has his surgery coming up for those of you wanting an update. I've shared on Instagram quite a bit about him, but it's coming up at the end of this month and he's actually doing really well right now, so we're super happy. So now we're gonna make our way down the hallway to the coffee bar. As you can tell, this is a narrow hallway, so it's always very tricky to film in. I've got on top of the dryer our snacks. It's so whited out, but for small groups, so just ignore those. But I'm gonna try to set my camera up so that we can take a little peek in the coffee bar area. The lighting is so crazy. I'm telling you, it's just so hard to film in here, but I love this space and we use it multiple times a day, and so I still wanted to figure out a way to kind of get in here and just show y'all what we have and what we're gonna do. I'm really not going to be adding much because this is a functional coffee bar. As you can tell, we have our Vitamix and our Nespresso and soda stream and coffee maker. Still working through this morning's pot of coffee. And then up here, I have some decorative elements, but I also have our coffee cups. So I have basically kept all of the like white and cream coffee mugs out. We use them every day. And then downstairs we have a kitchenette where I've put all of our more colorful mugs. Again, just personal preference. I like to keep things nice and crisp in this vase. So have this little pumpkin. I have no idea where I got it. I think it was Target last year. It's a cute one. Let's see. It's so bright from our laundry room window. This is super cute from Target this year. Last year they had some just a little bit different, but I liked the mauve color in this one. And then I grabbed 2 coffee mugs from Target as well. Just loved that these are stackable and that they had kind of that deep like mauve-y burgundy color. So thought those were really pretty. So I'm just going to play around with the shelves. I'm gonna get my step stool and we are just gonna make this vase pretty. Here is just kind of what I came up with. I decided not to put the pumpkin up here. So this is what we landed with. I think it's cute. We've got a little pop of color and it's just a super functional space. So one thing that I love about this area, I think it was designed originally to be more of a butler's pantry. I love that we have the cabinets down here. So we've got our crock pot, our Instapot, just some random odds and ends. I keep my tea down here, extra coffee, to-go cups, and things like that in those drawers. So it really just works so well. I love this space. I love how it turned out. My only wish is that it was just easier to get in here and film and take pictures and show y'all. That wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll stay tuned, hit that subscribe button so you can see more fall decorating inspiration and tons of more decorating videos to come. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, friends.